The fact of the matter is this about the Dallas Cowboys victory. What we failed to not communicate and not be real about is that was a rare anomaly. That happens. Sometimes when a defense like the Jacksonville Jaguars have no offensive leader and the Jacksonville Jaguars know that if the defense doesn't go out there and get the job done, most likely they're going to lose that game. Things like this happen. You often run into games like this to where a defense is just completely overwhelmed from carrying the load. I don't respect that game that the Jags played. What's going on, William? I have no respect for no game like that. I have no respect for no game like that. Although it is a good job by the Dallas Cowboys. What's up, Banks? It's a good job. It's good afternoon, Rude Girl. It's a good job by the Dallas Cowboys and whatever their organization has done. But we're not going to sit here and act like these guys are some type of prolific team now. Like they're back. Back from what? Back from what? Back from what? What's up, J Love? Back from what? What are you back from, Dallas? What are you back from? I have the nerve, and I can be able to say that yeah, we are going to win the NFC East. We're going to go deep into the playoffs. You want to know why? Because that's something we just did. That's something we just did. Shame on the Jacksonville Jaguars entire organization. Shame on the Jaguars entire organization. They went out there spineless. They didn't have anything to do. They let a team destroy them where the quarterback had 183 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. That's shit Carson Wentz do in a half. That's what Carson Wentz do in a half. Come on, man. That's what Carson Wentz do in a half. Blake Bortles has I've been saying this. You can't trust these guys because their leaders aren't sturdy. And it all starts with the quarterback. The Jaguars' leader not sturdy. And that's what I got from that win from the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't get that the Dallas Cowboys was back. I got that in London we gonna spank the Jaguars. That's what I got from that win. I didn't get nothing. Nothing sat with me and said, oh my God, maybe we got to worry about this Dallas Cowboys football team. None of that even came into my brain. All that came into my brain was that the Panthers don't have a chance and the Jaguars don't have a chance. And that's the next 2 games for us. Dallas ain't impressed me. It was mediocre. Capitalized off of bum's mistakes. He's a bum. It was mediocre. It ain't impressed me at all. What's going on, Key Boy? None of that stuff impressed me. We better not lose to the Panthers or the Jags. And I think that our engine is well oiled right now. You know, I've been thinking about these keys to victory, not for defeating the Panthers, but for blowing the Panthers out. My keys to victory are geared towards blowing the Panthers out. You know what I mean? We can blow the Panthers out. Oh, I hear you, Dwayne. You ain't worried about them, but we need to be worried about them. Because this football season has shown me a lot of things. Although I had to put my foot in my mouth after a few weeks, but it's shown me that any given Sunday, that's what this football season has shown me, any given Sunday. But I do not see the Panthers beating us at the link. I don't see it. Brian Dawkins is a top 5 safety of all time. If not, he's on the brink of top 5. No, I don't want Amari Cooper. In my previous video, I said I'd rather take PP. Give me Patrick Peterson. I don't think the NFC East is going to be close this year. I'm trying to tell you. This is what's going to happen in the NFC East. This is my bold prediction for the NFC East. Now, the Cowboys play the Redskins. These guys are going to kill each other off. And we're going to beat all of them. Where did I get this hat? I don't even remember where I got this hat from. I got this hat from somewhere, and they stitched the little Brunson on it on the back for me. I forgot where I got this hat from. I think I just got it from Lids and had it stitched on at Lids. Saints still top dog. Whatever, man. Whatever. Ain't nobody top dog until they knock the Eagles out the playoffs. Ain't nobody top dog until they knock the Eagles off. Saints ain't been top dog since 2009, baby. Saints ain't been top dog since 2009. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this was going to happen in the NFC East. These guys are going to kill each other off. The Cowboys and the Redskins are going to kill each other off next week. You know, I don't even care who win that game. One of them got to lose. You know, may the best team win. May the best team win. But the challenge that they all gonna run into is, can they kill us off? Can they kill us off? I know you don't give a fuck, but who would you prefer to take the L in the Redskins Cowboys game? Honestly, who would I prefer to take the L in the Redskins Cowboys game? I would say the Dallas Cowboys. I prefer the Cowboys take an L, of course. And I feel like the Cowboys are going to lose that game simply because the Cowboys, they can't duplicate that type of performance. And the Redskins are an above average team right now. The Redskins are playing above average football. You know what I mean? The Cowboys can't duplicate that type of performance. The only time the Redskins really looked silly was when they played the Saints. Our next 5 games, who we got in our next 5 games? I got to look at the schedule. I know we got the Panthers, we got the Jaguars, then I think we got the Dallas. I think we can go undefeated in the next 5. I don't think the Panthers, I don't think the Jaguars, or I don't think Dallas could beat us. You know what I mean? I don't think the Panthers, the Jaguars, or Dallas could beat us. I think we get. I think that win against the Giants started our roll. You know what I mean? I think we are on a roll. I think we're on a roll. Now, if we were to come out and drop this game against the Panthers, then yes, this is an up and down season. Up and down season. But that was our first blowout win against the Giants. And now we get on the roll. Now we get some things started. Now we start to figure out things about ourselves. That's how I think the rest of this is going to play out. You know what I mean? We figured it out. The confidence is there now. The confidence is there now. You know what I mean? People, listen. You look at us and you see us at 3-3, but you forgot our franchise quarterback missed the first 2 games. Alshon Jeffrey missed the first 3 games. Those are prominent pieces. Those are prominent pieces. We are just now getting chemistry with the offensive unit. They're just now being able to block. Chemistry is just now being built with the offensive unit. You can't, I appreciate that, Anthony. You can't just sit here and say, we struggling. We just now getting our pieces back. And the NFC East is so trash that with every win the Redskins and the Cowboys scrape up, they feel like they're going to the Super Bowl. With every win these guys scrape up. That's why it's imperative for us to do our job against lower class teams. And in my opinion, the Panthers already losing on the road to the Redskins, then coming up and still missing pieces. Exactly, and still missing pieces. We haven't been 100% healthy in a very long time. Carson Wentz did not play preseason. Carson Wentz jumped right into the fire, had to get his feet wet. You know what I'm saying? It takes time for things like that to gel. Listen, every team is banged up, but every team is not missing their franchise quarterback, and still is tied for number 1 wins in the division. That's not every team's reality. Every team can't win without their franchise quarterback. So it's a difference between being banged up, and it's a difference between having chemistry with your franchise quarterback and your number 1 receiver. Alshon Jeffrey's already got 3 touchdowns on the year. Missed 3 games. You see what I'm getting at? Carson Wentz got 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, missed 2 games. Come on, man. Y'all don't understand it because y'all don't want to understand. You think we supposed to just jump right out there and get right back full steam ahead? No, you're going to start off slow like that. These wide receivers had to learn to be able to catch a ball from Nick Foles, then turn around and learn to catch a ball from Carson Wentz. Stuff like that matters while you're implementing new pieces. We thought we had our speedster, Mike Wallace. He's gone. Changes are happening on the fly every week in the NFL. And the microscope is bigger because we're the defending champions. So the microscope is bigger, of course. But Cam Newton doesn't really impress me throwing the ball. It's either Cam and Christian McCaffrey. If you get anything from a wide receiver, then that's just good luck for them. It's a lot of things that just don't impress me right now. You know what I mean? A lot of things don't impress me right now. If we healthy, we beat any of these guys. Saints fans swear they go undefeated the rest of the year, man. When the Saints lose, they're gonna be sick. Saints are tough at home because it's a dome, bro. It's like it's playing with no effect of the elements. That's the only reason why the Saints tough at home. Only reason why the Saints tough at home. Yeah, you are untouchable in the dome. You are. You are untouchable in the dome. I give you that. If we win the next two going into the bye, we're definitely winning our next two after the bye. I agree. I agree. I agree. But the bye makes me nervous. You want me to tell you why? Because we're a team that starts off slow. That bye could slow us down a little bit. You know what I mean? That bye, we might have to relearn chemistry all over again. Hopefully not. But that bye could be a little detrimental to us. That bye could be a little detrimental to us. So I'm not worried about the Panthers, but you definitely can't overlook the Panthers. I mean, they do have Cam Newton. They do have an array of weapons. You know what I mean? But listen, this is the second week in a row that the Jaguars got lit up. They got lit up by Kansas City, then they got lit up by Dallas. The Jaguars are going to be lit up. The Jaguars, that's what they do now. That's not an elite defense over there in Jacksonville. That is not an elite defense in Jacksonville. When they win the game and the defense play good, oh, we elite. Then they turn around and get blown out. It's not an elite defense. The Eagles have not lost by more than 6 this entire season. Eagles defense been suspect. Wasn't suspect when we just blew out the Giants. I think the defense is gonna get on the roll. Let us get Patrick Peterson. I pray we get Patrick Peterson. I don't want Amari Cooper, like I said. I want Patrick Peterson. I want to be able to shut some of these guys down. I want Patrick Peterson. What's going on, Eagles Fly? We haven't allowed more than 20 points in the last 3 games. You haven't allowed more than 20 points in the last 3 games, but in your first game of the season, you got 48 put on your head. Talk about the season. Talk about what you allowed all season. It's only been 6 games played. Talk about what you did all season. You almost got 50 put up on you. That don't happen to us. We don't get disrespected. We either doing the disrespecting or it's a close game. We don't get disrespected. And people wanted to drag Jalen Mills. They wanted to drag Jalen Mills in the early part of the season, but they failed to realize that Josh Norman gets paid probably 10 times more than Jalen Mills, and Josh Norman is giving up the highest QB passer rating to anybody that throws the ball his way. Josh Norman is cheeks. Do I think Howie gonna make a move? I do think Howie's gonna make a move. I think Howie's gonna pick a player in a position that none of us are talking about. But I'm gonna get with y'all later. We gonna see. I got the keys to victory coming later on this week. Probably today. Who knows if I get time, but they coming.